Hello students, good morning. Standard 4, Class 10, Unit 2, Supplementary Reader, Anbu and the Fish. Okay students, before going to the lesson, let us recall the prose, hobbies and the poem, The Treasure Trove. In the lesson hobbies, we learned about different hobbies like cycling, swimming, gardening, stitching and cooking. And the next poem, The Treasure Trove, we have learned about the pleasure of reading and how the reading hobby helps us to improve our knowledge and skill. Now let us see the lesson Anbu and the Fish. Okay, let us see the characters in this lesson. Anbu, Madan and Anbu's father. In this lesson, we are going to see the hobby of Anbu, a small boy, and how he changed his fishing hobby into other hobby. Okay, now turn to the page number 112. Let us read Anbu and the Fish. Anbu was very talented in catching fish. He always went to catch fish with Madan. They usually used dhoti as a net to catch the fish. Anbu also made fishing rods using sticks and thorns at home. Here, this paragraph Anbu was very expert in catching fish. His hobby was fishing. He went for fishing with his friend Madan. They used dhoti as a net to catch the fish. Here, dhoti means a garment worn by males. Anbu made fishing rods, which means a long tapering rod by using sticks and thorns. Here, thorn means sharp pointed wood's projection on the stem or other part of a plant. Next paragraph, then they shared the fish equally. Unlike their friends, Anbu and Madan were always careful while fishing. They never went deep into the pond or river. Every Sunday, they would go in search of earthworms to use them as bait. They enjoyed searching for earthworms. Once the bait was ready, they would go fishing. In this paragraph, after catching the fish, they started to share the fish equally. Usually, Anbu and Madan's other friends were very careless, but they both were very careful while fishing. They did not go deep into the pond or river. Every Sunday, they searched for earthworms because they used earthworms as bait. They enjoyed and happy to search for earthworms. After getting earthworm, they would go for fishing. Here, bait means food placed on a hook or in a net. Next paragraph. On one Sunday, Anbu was not happy. They were able to catch only 3 fish. The fish were very small to cook. Madan told him to grow the fish at home. Anbu filled the jar with water and let the 3 fish into it. The fish exited and swam in different directions. Anbu thought the fish was hungry and dropped earthworms into the jar. But to his surprise, the fish did not eat. He saw their eyes and could feel their fear. Here, one Sunday, Anbu was very sad because they were unable to catch more fishes. They caught only 3 fishes. They were very small to cook. So, Madan suggested to grow the fish at home. Anbu took a jar and filled water and allowed the 3 fish into it. The fish made an effort and swam in various directions. Anbu dropped some earthworms into the jar, but they did not eat. Anbu could see the fear in their eyes. Now, page number 113, first paragraph. Next morning, he went straight to the fish jar from his bed. He saw only 2 fish in the jar. He searched for the fish everywhere. Then he saw 1 fish on the floor. Anbu was very sad and his father consoled him. In the evening, his father got a new fish tank. Anbu changed the fish to the new tank. Here in this paragraph, Anbu got up in the morning and saw the fish jar. He saw only 2 fishes in the jar. 1 fish fell down and he saw it on the floor. Anbu felt bad, but father consoled him and he bought a fish tank in the evening. He changed the 2 fishes into the new tank. Here, console means comfort. Then last paragraph. The next day, Anbu rushed back from school to the tank. He saw that 1 more fish was dead and floating on the top. He started crying. His father said, "These fish live in the river and lake. Nature is their home. It is best to let them be free." He saw the last fish swimming alone and he felt bad. He took the fish to this same pond and set it free. From then on, Anbu and Madan bought a packet of puffed rice and fed the fish. Feeding fish was their new hobby. See, here in the next paragraph, Anbu came back to home from school. He watched the tank. He saw one more fish died and floating on the top. He cried. His father advised him to leave the fish in the river and lakes. Nature is their home, and allowed them to be free. Anbu felt bad and he took the fish and set it free to the same pond. From then onwards, Anbu and Madan bought a packet of puffed rice and gave to the fish. Nowadays, Anbu and Madan have a new hobby, giving food to the fish. Feeding fish was their new hobby. Okay, students, what we have learned from this lesson in the sense, birds and animals never be kept in cages, and we should avoid catching fishes and be kept in a water bottle and fish tank. They are all born wild and free. Nobody can restrict them live to an area. It is not only bad for them physically, but it also affects their social behavior. This is also an illegal act. Dear students, bats, animals, fishes, and all living beings are beauty of nature. We observe the living beings' growth and development. They help us to reduce our anxiety and stress and increase our attention capacity. If anybody hurts us, immediately we react. But birds, animals, and fishes don't have that ability. So love our nature and choose the hobbies which will not hurt other living beings. Turn to the page number 114. A. Choose the correct answer. Number 1. Anbu was talented in catching dash. A. Butterfly, B. Hen, and C. Fish. The answer is fish. And second one, every dash they would go fishing. A. Sunday, B. Monday, and C. Friday. The answer is Sunday. Number 3, Anbu got dash fish this week. A. 1, B. 2, and C. 3. The answer is 3. And fourth one, they use dash as bait. A. Earthworm, B. Caterpillar, C. Butterfly. The answer is earthworm is the answer. Number 5, they fed fish with dash. A. Rice, B. Puffed rice, and C. Groundnut. The answer is puffed rice is the answer. Now turn to the page number 114 in your textbook. C. Identify the character or speaker. Number 1. He set the fish free. Who said this? This was said by Anbu. Number 2. Grow the fish at home, Anbu. Who said this? Madan. Number 3. He bought a new fish tank. Who bought a new fish tank? Anbu's father. Turn to the page number 115. Let us read aloud. Read the passage 3 times and color a hen for each time. A little red hen had some wheat seeds. "Will you help me show this seed?" asked the hen. "No," replied the selfish dog. Then the hen did it by herself. The seeds grew into a field of wheat. "Will you help me reap the wheat?" asked the hen. "No," replied the sleepy cat. She did it by herself. "Will you help me to grind the wheat?" asked the hen. "No," replied the noisy duck. She did it by herself. "Will you help me make a bread?" asked the hen. "No," replied the lazy cow. She made the bread by herself. "Will you all help me eat this bread?" asked the hen. "Yes," replied everyone. "No," said the hen. I hope you all have understood the story. Once there was a little red hen. It had some wheat seeds. One day it asked a dog to help her to sow the seeds. But the selfish dog refused to help her. So the hen did it by herself. Then the seeds grew into a field of wheat. Then next, the hen asked with sleepy cat to help her to reap the wheat. But the cat refused to do, so she did it by herself. Then she asked with the duck to help her to grind the wheat. But the duck also refused, so she did it by herself. And at last she asked with the cow to help her to make a bread. But the cow also refused to help her. She made the bread by herself. And at last she called all the animals like a dog, cat, duck, and cow to eat the bread. Everyone replied yes, but the hen said no. Okay, students, read this story 3 times and color a hen for each time. Find the qualities of these animals from the passage and write it in the fill in the blank. Turn to the page number 116. Let us write. This is letter writing. There is 2 type of letter writing. First one is formal letter and another one is informal letter. This is a formal letter. You are writing a letter to your class teacher for asking leave. For every letter writing, official letter or formal letter in the sense, we should write from the address where you are writing from, that you have to write your name, class, and your school name. And next to address, there you have to write your class teacher, the class teacher, and which class, and the name of the school. These things you should write. And next you have to start with the salutation. Respected sir, otherwise madam. As I am suffering from fever, I am unable to come to school. So I request you to grant me leave for 1 day on the particular date you have to write, and thanking you, yours sincerely, your name you have to write. This is the formal letter writing. The next one, C, write a letter to your class teacher asking leave for attending marriage function. This is also a leave letter, but the reason you have to write for attending a marriage function. As like the above letter, you have to write from address, your address, and to the class teacher's address, and respected sir or madam, that what we have to write in the sense, you are going to attend a marriage function. For that you are asking leave. And this letter you try yourself and send through WhatsApp. Students, turn to the page number 117. I can do. A. Choose the correct option. Number 1. Das is good at cooking. A. Raju, B. Vinod, and C. Meghalai. Here the answer is Raju. The number 2. Das hem the border. James, Alia, and Raju. Alia is the answer. Then look at the picture and tick the correct word. The first picture, HAIR hair and HARE hair both given. HARE hair is the answer. Then second picture, REED read and READ both given. Here READ read is the answer. The next picture, BLUE blue and BLEW blue both given. Here answer is BLUE blue. Then C, match the rhyming words. Mars, rhyming word is cars. Bed, head, time, crime. Next one, recite the poem Treasure Trove with the correct intonation. So you have to read the poem and recite it, memorize it, and write in the homework note one time. Give the correct verb form using come. Did you remember the verb form? Yes, I, we, you, they. After we are writing present form, in the sense we should add yes. And remaining things, that is third person singular, after we are writing present form, in the sense we should add yes with the verb. The first one, I dash by bus. Come by bus is the answer. B, they dash by bus. They come by bus is the answer. C, he dash by bus. Comes by bus is the answer. D, C dash by bus. She comes by bus is the answer. And F, circle the correct word. It does run or runs very fast. It runs very fast. Then B, the birds fly or flies in the sky. The birds fly in the sky is the answer. Okay, students, watch the video fully and carefully. write the book back exercise in your textbook and send to my WhatsApp number. Okay, thank you. See you soon.